Let's keep going. Number 17. A student carries out the same titration but uses an indicator instead of a pH meter. So remember, what is an indicator? That's basically something that changes color when it reaches a certain pH level, right? And obviously different indicators have different pH levels at which the color change actually happens. So if the indicator changes color slightly past the equivalence point, what will the student obtain for the calculated concentration of the acid? Well, first of all, so we're going to have to run down this M1V1 is equal to M2V2 to exactly figure out what is the concentration we should be looking at. So let me do that for the acid and let me do that for the base. So in order for the titration to happen, let's look at the base first. We're using 0.1 molarity and titration happens at 40 mil. So let's go ahead and put that. So 0.1 molarity and that was 40 mil. Now I understand that molarity is in moles per liter, so we might have to convert it into like 0.04 liters instead of 40 mil. But if you use same like milliliters on the left and right of the reaction, the equation, then you're totally fine. So molarity, I don't know, but volume of the acid, it seems like we started with 50 mil of the acid. So 50 mil right here. And if you guys do the math, well, remember, you're not allowed to use calculator on this section, but you really don't have to do the math because M1 is basically equal to 0.1 times 0.8, right? 40 divided by 50, 0.8. And that's going to be 0.08, right? So we should be looking at something to do with 0.08. So we should get rid of C and D. Now, slightly more, slightly less. I don't know. What does it say? It says if the indicator changes color slightly past the equivalence point, meaning we probably have to use a little more, and therefore it should be slightly more than 0.08 molarity.